Hi, I'm Mike and I'm the Hallows Geek, and welcome to This Week in Eek, my weekly series where I put a little eek in your week by recapping some of the top stories in Halloween and horror news from the last week. Alright, let's kick things off a little bit different this week. Let's talk tarot. If you're a longtime reader, you may already know that I collect unique tarot decks, or decks that have artwork I'm particularly fond of. Well, over the last week, we got wind of not one, but two, and actually possibly three, new tarot decks you might be interested in. First, FYE is getting an exclusive Garbage Pail Kids tarot deck featuring artwork by fan favorite GPK artist Miran Kim. The deck features fresh interpretations of classic characters like Adam Bomb, Spacey Stacy, and Rob Slob, along with all new characters exclusive to the deck. The deluxe set of 78 cards consists of both major and minor arcana, and includes a 128-page guidebook with explanations of each card's meaning and simple spreads for reading. The deck is available for pre-order now for $24.99 from FYE and is scheduled to be released on July 21st. And hot off the release of Stranger Things 4 Volume 2, we learned that Stranger Things would be getting its first ever tarot deck and guidebook. I first discovered the deck via Box Lunch, where the deck is currently up for pre-order with this artwork. However, as I was doing some more research around the release, I uncovered this artwork. So the second piece of artwork is from a deck being released by Insight Editions, which is currently available for pre-order from Amazon and due to be released on August 16th. The Box Lunch deck is slated for a mid-September release, so it's not really clear if these are the same deck with different artwork or two totally different decks altogether. I reached out to Box Lunch to try and determine if the deck was from Insight Editions and if the artwork was just exclusive to Box Lunch or something like that, but they didn't have much more to go on other than what was on the site. Regardless, if you're a fan of Stranger Things and tarot, you'll be able to get your hands on some sort of Stranger Things tarot deck later this year. And while we're on the subject of Stranger Things, I might as well get the rest of the merchandising news out of the way. This is This Week in Eek, and every week there's more Stranger Things. But bear with me here. This week, we also learned of a new Stranger Things Ultimate Pop-Up book. The new book features 5 richly detailed spreads packed with pop-off-the-page recreations of iconic moments from the show. The new book is slated for an August 30th release and has an MSRP of $75, but it is available for pre-order now from Amazon for just $67.50. Still a bit pricey, but if pop-up books and Stranger Things are your thing, you definitely want to check it out. And this week we got wind of not one, but 2 new figures inspired by the Season 4 villain Vecna. First, Bandai is bringing the man-turned-monster to its Stranger Things Void series of figures. The new 6-inch figure will feature multiple points of articulation and is inspired by the character played by J.B. Campbell-Bower in Stranger Things 4. The new figure is slated for a January 2023 release and is available for pre-order now from Entertainment Earth. The second figure announced comes from Mighty Jaxx and is a slightly cuter take on the typically nasty-looking villain. The 8-inch vinyl art toy features Vecna atop a base inspired by the Mind Layer, complete with the grandfather clock from Creel House and intertwined vines. The Mighty Jaxx Vecna figure will be available exclusively through MightyJaxx.com beginning July 9th and will retail for $159. And in other toy news this week, if you've been pining for a Lego version of Disney's Haunted Mansion, you're finally going to get your wish. Albeit a bit smaller than you were probably expecting. Lego has unveiled a new miniature brick set of the Haunted Mansion, which is set to be released on August 1st. The mini mansion stands just over 5 inches tall, but is packed with details from the attraction. The interior of the mansion can be viewed from the back of the set, and in it are the dining room, a chandelier, and a gallery, along with portraits of the hitchhiking ghosts, Madame Leota, and the caretaker. In addition to the mansion, the set includes an exclusive Butler minifigure to add to the display. When released, the new set will retail for $39.99. And back in May, I shared with you that NECA had unveiled the Invisible Man as one of its upcoming Universal Monsters Ultimate figures. Well, this week NECA shared full details on the figure's release. The new 7-inch figure will be released in celebration of the 90th anniversary of the Invisible Man film and is expected to begin shipping as early as November of this year. The figure will feature interchangeable heads that capture the seemingly solid wrapped version and partially uncovered versions with peeks at the emptiness within. Also included are interchangeable wrapped and gloved hands, goggles, nose, notebook, wig, and cup with a straw. The Invisible Man joins the ever-growing line of NECA's officially licensed Universal Monsters Ultimate figures, which include past releases Frankenstein's Monster, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and soon-to-be-released Dracula. And that wasn't the only Universal Monsters news out of NECA this week. The collectible toy maker also unveiled a new series of glow-in-the-dark figures inspired by the Mummy, Frankenstein's Monster, and the Wolfman. The new figures draw inspiration from the 1980s Universal famous Mini Monsters toy collection and combine the retro toy design with NECA's likeness sculpts. Each 7-inch figure glows in the dark and is individually packaged on a classic tribute blister card. The figures are expected to hit store shelves in time for Halloween. However, if you want to grab all three, they're actually available for pre-order now through Entertainment Earth as a set of 3. And fans of The Fog got some exciting news from Shout Factory this week. The John Carpenter horror classic is getting a 4K Ultra HD release this fall and will be available standalone or as exclusive bundles, which include the 4K Ultra HD, a steelbook, poster, collectible, newly recorded 7-inch vinyl, enamel pins, and the first ever Stevie Wayne NECA figure. Shout Factory has a total of 7 different bundles available, and rather than review them all here, I encourage you to head over to allhallowsgeek.com, check out my full coverage, or you could always head over to shoutfactory.com and check them out for yourself. And this week marks the start of Halloween hunting season for many, and this week the complete Halloween Haven collection materialized from online retailer Grandin Road. There are over 100 new arrivals now featured on the site, with highlights that include this Butler wall display, this bat candelabra, and this haunted forest figure. I've shared some additional highlights on my full coverage over at allhallowsgeek.com, but if you want to browse everything Grandin Road has to offer, head over to the Halloween Haven section on grandinroad.com. Well, last fall, Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, released her official memoir, Yours Cruelly, Elvira. This week, Peterson announced that a paperback edition of the book would be released this October. The paperback version of the book features all new cover art and will hit bookstores on October 4th, 2022. However, Peterson has also teamed up with a handful of indie booksellers to release a special edition of the paperback featuring an alternative jacket which has a wraparound cover art with Elvira in various poses. The special edition will be available exclusively through pre-order for a limited time from Warwick's, Green Apple Books, University Bookstore, and Brooklyn Booksmith. The standard edition is also available for pre-order and can be found at Amazon.com. Well, Jordan Peele's expansive new horror epic Nope is set to hit theaters on July 22nd. An opening day and date with the movie release as part of the world-famous studio tour at Universal Studios Hollywood is the Jupiter's Claim set from the film. This week, Universal announced that the original set from Nope will be joining the tour as a permanent attraction. The set was created for the film and then carefully disassembled post-production and transported to Universal Studios Hollywood, where it was reconstructed on-site, complete with original props and details from the film. Jupiter's Claim, set in Southern California's Santa Clarita Valley, is a family fun theme park predicated on the whitewashed history and aesthetic of the California Gold Rush. Owned and operated with evangelical pride by former child star Ricky Jupe Park, Jupiter's Claim becomes a pivotal location as the characters in the film seek to investigate mysterious, unexpected phenomena, leading them towards increasing danger and terrifying consequences. And finally, if you're headed to Midsummer Scream later this month, the Halloween and Horror Convention this week announced a new mobile app to help you navigate the massive 250,000 square foot venue and plan around the nearly 100 panels and presentations scheduled for this year's event. The Midsummer Scream app is available now in the App Store and on Google Play and features the complete event schedule, which we recently learned would include a special advanced screening of the Spirit Halloween movie trailer. Midsummer Scream returns to the Long Beach Convention Center July 29th through 31st. Single day, weekend, and Gold Bat VIP passes are still available, so for more information visit midsummerscream.org or just download the new Midsummer Scream app to your phone. And if you're going, keep an eye out because I'm going to be there all weekend, so be sure to say hi if you see me. Alright, that's it for this week. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, leave me a comment, or better yet, subscribe to make sure you always get your weekly dose of Eek. Also, just as a quick reminder, I recently launched a Discord server where you can come geek out with fellow Halloween and horror geeks. I also launched a Patreon, so if you're enjoying my content and would like to support it, I'd greatly appreciate it. You can find links to both down in the description below. And of course, for more information on any of this week's top stories, you can always find the full coverage over on allhallowsgeek.com. Until next time, keep it creepy.